Hi guys, so welcome to part 2 of my complete guide to Ozempic and Mounjaro. In this video we'll simply talk about getting started, so dosages, costs, side effects and long-term success. As I've said before, when going into this, don't take it lightly because there are drugs that are originally designed for type 2 diabetics. Now, although they do help with weight loss, they have filtered into the weight loss world because they are designed to treat obesity and people that really struggle with their weight and getting that under control. They are not simply for just jumping on and losing a few pounds. That's not really what they are designed for. So before you even consider starting, do your research. As I say, I'll give you as much information as I can over these couple of videos, but do your own research as well. So here we go. So normally when you start on them, you'll start at a lowest dose and you'll titrate up. Every 4 weeks you'll increase the dose slightly. For Semaglutide, which is Ozempic, you start at 0.25 milligram per week, which is 250 micrograms, and you gradually increase every 4 weeks. Well, this is a manufacturer's advice. You gradually increase every 4 weeks till you are at the full dose of 2.4 milligram. Now, Tirzepatide, which is Mounjaro, is dosed slightly different. You start at 2.5 milligram and gradually increase, and the maximum dosage is 15 milligram pens. Now, personally, the power of these chemicals, I really don't think anybody needs that much, to be honest. I've seen people get fantastic results. I've witnessed it firsthand, and I have great results myself by never going above 2.5 milligram of Tirzepatide Mounjaro. Phenomenal results can be achieved on the smallest possible dose, and I do think that's where a lot of the issues are lying with them, that people are increasing their doses that much that they are completely removing their appetite, and like I touched on in the previous video, it slows digestion, so you could you're down to the point where you get something called gastroparesis, and it's basically your stomach's just paralysed, food's not passing through, which then could cause severe constipation. And if you can't eat at all, you end up nutrient deficient. I've heard of people losing their hair, etc. And it's all because you simply cannot eat. Removal of your appetite is not a good thing. It's not a good thing. Now, these can be amazing for some people if used properly, because they take away what they call that food noise, they remove the want and the craving, and they allow you to focus on really cleaning up your nutrition. But people tend to want to remove their appetite so that they don't eat. Now, starving yourself has a lot of issues to come along with that as well. Not to mention, when you come off as well, that if you have been in such a severe calorie deficit or not eating at all, when you come off of these, your metabolic rate will be in the gutter, basically. And you'll come off of these, your cravings will come back, and it sets you up for rapid weight regain. Because what happens is there's something called adaptive thermogenesis. So when you are dieting hard on any type of diet, not just using these, when you are dieting hard, when you are going through a period of reduced calorie intake, your metabolic rate will slow down to try and keep you alive. Now, it won't completely shut off weight loss, like people say that you're not eating enough calories to lose weight, blah, blah, blah. That's not quite true. But what will happen is your metabolic rate will slow. So if you're on a high dose of these and eating nothing and then hit your target weight on the scale, then decide to come off them, you are setting yourself up for a big rebound in weight, because your metabolic rate will be ticking over that slow, and then all your cravings will come back, all your appetite will come back, and you're probably setting yourself up for a binge and a rapid weight regain. Now, cost-wise, both semaglutide and Tirzepatide in this country the same, range anywhere from about £150 to £250 per month. You could get these from most online pharmacies. If you meet the criteria, you will be eligible and be able to have them prescribed. Again, this is where I find people are running into issues. They are approaching online pharmacies and basically just using the drug in the weight off without really any huge thought into lifestyle intervention, any huge thought into putting an actual nutrition plan together, or having somebody there to put an actual nutrition plan together for them and direct them on exercise. Because at the end of the day, these are just a tool to help you. If you don't have lifestyle, which is a complete change of your nutritional habits, and a complete change of your exercise habits, then nothing will help you long term. No amount of fat burners or these chemicals or anything will help you long term. It will be a short term, quick fix, and then all the weight will come back. So lifestyle intervention must be top of the priority list before you even consider going down. Most of the side effects are manageable. There can be some serious side effects, the most serious one being pancreatitis, but it's very, very rare. But most revolve around the digestive system. So nausea, diarrhea, constipation, that type of thing. I've got some information here, just scanned past. Got some information here, and I've taken it directly. This information here is taken directly from Eli Lilly's website. So everyone can experience everyone will have a different experience, but the most common side effects are, as I've just said, nausea, diarrhea, decreased appetite. Well, that's what you're trying to achieve, but complete removal of appetite is not a good thing. Vomiting, I really heard people vomiting, but it is a listed side effect. Constipation, indigestion, stomach pains. In most studies, again, this is directly from the website, in most studies, most nausea, vomit and diarrhea events occurred while the dose of Mounjaro was being increased. Now, that's what I'm seeing in people and finding with myself. When I started it, I had no appetite. I did feel quite sick. Nothing that wasn't unmanageable, but I did have nausea, I did have a bit of constipation, and I didn't have any appetite. Now, as the weeks went on, this became less pronounced. I've never went above 2.5 milligram because I just wanted to remove the food noise, and I'll work on my nutrition myself. I know how to approach that. So, but what a lot of people want to do, what people are guided to do, is to keep increasing, and they never get over that adaptation period. So with each increase probably comes more nausea, more diarrhea, more vomiting, the more risk of the side effects happening. Whereas, and the complete removal of your appetite, which again, I can't stress enough how that is not a good thing. So, what I think is the better approach to stay on the lowest dose possible for the longest duration possible, forever if possible. Just to use it to remove that food noise and the cravings and the want to binge. If you could use it to sort of augment behaviour change, you will limit the risk of these side effects. And if you stay on the lowest possible dose, these side effects tend to go away after a few weeks. Clinical trials show that persistence pays off in the treatment. Following the dosage guidelines and incorporating lifestyle changes such as better nutrition, consistent exercise and stress management can help you achieve a rapid weight loss. So, yeah, as I've just touched upon, GLP-1 agonists can play a major role in transforming your metabolic health, but they are just a tool. They are just a tool to help you change your lifestyle, because without that lifestyle change, it's just going to be short-lived, and that's why they're getting a bad rap in the media as a quick fix, because a lot of people are looking at them like that, when in reality, if you do have poor metabolic health, or if you are heavily overweight, the only thing that's going to get you long-term results is completely changing your lifestyle. And kind of that's why I started this pilot program that I've got running, because as I said in my previous video, I've kind of studied diabetes and some anti-diabetic drugs at university, and the potential these chemicals can have on helping sort of treat obesity and metabolic health the potential's mad. It's crazy. Yeah, but the reason I have started my GLP program is because I see so many people running into issues by not knowing how to dose them correctly, knowing how to ramp up, not knowing how to eat on them, and not really thinking about a lifestyle intervention. So I have paired up with the pharmacist that I'm partnered up with. He prescribes it. I don't have nothing to do with that, but then I look after the lifestyle issues, which are proper nutrition, proper exercise, that type of thing. And the goal is to get everybody managing stress, resistance training, eating an anti-inflammatory diet, proper, healthy, whole food diet, and sleeping well as well. Fourth pillar is sleep. So, yeah, if I've missed anything within these two videos that you want an answer to, drop me a message and ask me, and I'll answer it. I've tried to cover everything I could think of that people would want to know over these two videos. So that's me for part 2. Thank you very much for watching, and if you have any questions, just drop me a DM on any of my social media channels. Thank you very much, guys.